Today, we're going to talk about the difference between braid fishing line and monofilament. Now, if you're an angler, I'm sure you're familiar with these two types of lines. You have your braid, which is very sensitive, extremely thin in diameter, and is also quite expensive, but it's really tough stuff. And of course, you have your monofilament. Now, your mono is a lot more stretchy. Even sitting here with a short amount of line out, I can make it stretch. Right? See that stretch? With braid, it's not going to happen. You pull as hard as you want, you're going to cut into your fingers before you're going to make this stuff stretch. So, as a result, you get much better sensitivity with braid, but there are some situations in which you actually want the stretch of mono. What it all boils down to is, as a basic rule of thumb, when you're fishing with lures, you're usually better off fishing with braid. When a fish strikes a lure, it grabs it, you want to immediately apply tension and set the hook. When you're fishing with bait, where a fish often mouths it before it necessarily takes it all the way in, then braid can be detrimental, because that fish feels everything, just like you do. With monofilament, on the other hand, that little bit of stretch, that little bit of slop allows the fish to take a bait and not necessarily recognize something is up. Now, there are a few exceptions. Topwater is a great one. With topwater lures, it's really hard to fish braid. A lot of times when you jerk on the line, the lure cartwheels and tangles on itself. And another thing to keep in mind is abrasion resistance. Monofilament has much better abrasion resistance. So whenever you're fishing around barnacle-covered docks or rocks, or maybe for toothy fish, you want to have some mono leader in front of the braid to take up any abrasion. Well, that's about it. It really boils down to just those simple facts when you're choosing mono versus braid.